Hello, Cancer. Thank you very much for tuning into your general read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Thelema Tarot by Renata Lechner. For the supportive oracle cards, the Magical Spell Oracle cards by Lucy Cavendish. I say it so much, I think I easily remember. Alright, already shuffled. Let's see what we got for you, Cancer. This goes all the way. Okay. Okay. What are we coming into here? What are we coming into? You got the Magician is what's leading into this situation. And it's between you and whoever you're working with. Now, that could be one person or a group of people. It's depending on your situation. This might take a minute to figure out if this is connecting or not. Because with the Magician coming in, and coming in with the Harvest, see, I feel like you're working towards the Harvest in the sense of, like, it's almost like, I don't feel, it's like there's something been going on, there's a situation that's been going on for a while. And when you got the Magician here with the Harvest on your side, you're like, you know what? I need to wrap this up. I want to finish this up. I want to finish this up correctly. I just feel like it's time to cash in the chips. There we go. So that's what started this situation. Kind of like, it is what it is. The thing, whatever you're dealing with, it goes well. This could be even a job you're doing, and you're just kind of like, you know what? This job served its purpose for its time. But now I want to go in a different direction, so I need to find a way to sum this up and go a different direction. Something like that. Now, what you're going towards next, because I feel like this is starting from something you were going towards ending something. It feels like you're still involved with that. You're still involved with that, but I feel like you're also finding what you want. I got victory in the environment, and I feel like this is, when it's saying the environment with the victory, I feel like you're finding what you want. Or at the very least, it's out here. You should be seeing it, or somebody should be bringing it towards you. And I'm getting like, it's coming, it's there. But it's a little bit interesting, because I feel like right above it we have the Two of Wands, and you're kind of like torn a little. Because it's kind of like, all right, I'm established here. And it's interesting because the reason you're seeing this is because you wanted to wrap that up. That job served its purpose, for example, if you're going that route. Whatever the situation served its purpose for the time, for its time. You're ready to kind of move on from that. You're trying to sum it up nicely. Nothing, I don't really feel anything hostile there, to be honest. And this opportunity, the next opportunity is here, and you're seeing it. It's there. But you're torn. Because you're kind of like, I just feel like there's an emotional attachment to the past here, and you're kind of like, well, I wanted this, and it's there, and it is what I want, but it's just, for some reason, it's just not easy for you to step forward. For some reason, you're just kind of hesitating, kind of like, when I walk away from this, what this was, for example, if it was the job situation, there's a lot of people and connections I have here that I'm leaving there. And I feel like it's something like that. It's like the emotional component. And I feel like you're really thinking this over. You're just kind of like, well, now I've got, what I want is here. But it's like now you're faced with the reality of it. It sounded good. It sounded great to begin with. But you're like, well, let me see what I can find out there. Let me see when I get there what I need to do about that. Like, I don't feel like you were thinking about what you're leaving behind as much until you get presented with this opportunity. Now, I'm getting what you're it feels like what you're choosing is the Three of Pentacles on your side. You're doing a lot of work here. You're doing some research, I feel. You're kind of, you're making sure this victory really is your victory. You're just being sure you want to do this, but you're moving towards it. I feel like you're taking, one way or another, you're taking this victory. For some of you, this might be more of like just cinching things up, trying to hold on to relationships where possible. Even though you might not be working with these same people again, there's certain relationships you'd like to keep, and you're doing what you can to try to keep those relationships. Others of you are just doing the research on, is this really what I want to do? Is this a sound situation? Do I really want to do this? But I do feel you're going to go towards it. Because it seems like it's really kind of, I know it's the Three of Pentacles, but it feels a little bit heavy, a little bit. Kind of like it's here, you wanted it, it's here, and now it's kind of making you nervous. Like, well, my train's here, and now I'm either going to get on it or I'm not, and I want to get on it, so I don't know, it's not bad, but it's a little heavy, if that makes sense. But you take it. You take it. And I'm getting the Ace of Cups. This is what you wanted. You got what you wanted, and you went towards it. There's more cards after this, so we'll see where this is going. But the Ace of Cups, you're very happy with this. You move towards it. You did your best to sum up the last situation. You're feeling good about this situation. And I'm getting, it's interesting, I get the fertility as you get involved. The farther you get involved in this, the more you're feeling like this is what you wanted. This is what you were going towards. This is truly what you're interested in. Your influence in this new situation, it creates the Tower. Because I feel like there's an impact here. Like the Tower is an impact. And I find it very interesting because I feel like whatever you're getting involved with next, and it doesn't have to be a work situation, granted. Whatever you're getting involved with next, you're having a significant effect on it. And what I'm getting is you're kind of shaking things up for people. There's something about your influence and what you're bringing to the table is changing things, but I feel like it's very necessary. And I'm getting like, this is something you wanted, this is something you went towards. This is something that you're communicating with. You're just honestly getting involved and investing in it. And I feel like you're bringing things forward. I don't really know if you're purposely doing it, but it's like you're saying, I'm seeing this, and this is how I think that would work better. And I just feel like you're just giving your 2 cents, just kind of like, maybe this would be better to work forward to this way. Something about your influence is changing things, though. I feel like it really is. And I feel like it's starting off fairly slowly, but it might be getting more intense as time goes on. Because I'm getting like the Page of Wands with the Four of Swords. I'm getting like things are slowly just kind of changing based on your influence. And I'm getting that Four of Swords with the Page, like these two together, is like things are just slowly changing. There's a lot of thought here. I don't feel like you're pushing people. I just feel like the way you're doing things is kind of being, I don't know if I want to say absorbed, or just kind of like, it's almost like people are seeing what you're doing and they're just kind of mimicking it, or like trying to bring that same process into their own situation, because you're having an effect. And it seems like you have some knowledge that people want, then they trust. And I'm getting here, as this is going forward, I don't feel you're pushing, but I feel like the people around you, this new situation you're part of, they feel like things need to change. And the way you're doing things, it seems like the best idea, the best way to do it at the moment. So, as this keeps happening, though, I'm getting that Four of Swords with that Page. I do feel like people are kind of leaning on you a little bit. They want your input. They want to know how you do things. I feel like you're trying to kind of pull back a little bit. I'm thinking that's the Four of Swords, to be honest. Like, you're trying to, like, really get a hold of what's happening here. Because you're kind of like, I don't know exactly what everybody's doing. I can't say, I have the answer for this or for that. I mean, I can say how I'm doing what I'm doing and what I've done in the past, but there's a lot of components here that I don't know about, and I feel like that's why you got the Four of Swords. You're trying to kind of pull it back a little bit because you're feeling like, I don't know enough about this situation to really say this is how you should do this now, or this is a good way to go. I can give you influence on what I'm doing, what I feel my angle is here, but I can't. Like, I feel like there's a lot coming at you at different angles, and you're just kind of like, I don't feel like I know enough about these other things to really tell people what they should be doing. The Courage comes in and it slides from your side all the way down to the other side. These people need other ideas. I feel like there's a problem in this situation, that the reason you're there is you're considered to be one of the things that could help, one of the people that could help turn this situation around. And I feel like you giving what you know and just giving your 2 cents is all it takes, and they'll take it and run with it on their own. But I don't feel like you're obligated to, or like, I don't feel like you're expected to be responsible for what other people do. You're just kind of forwarding information is what I'm getting. And I'm getting the courage, even though it's along the whole side. On your side, it's just saying have the courage just to say your 2 cents and just let it be. Don't worry about somebody coming back on you, because you can't be expected to understand all the ins and outs of what they do. You can give them your 2 cents and what you're seeing, and like, you know, make sure that they realize that, you know, you only know so much, and you just can say what you see on the surface, and just like reiterate that this is what I see on the surface. I don't know what's going on below, and I know you're telling me things going on below, but I'm sure there's more there that I'm just not going to understand. So it's up to you to take what I'm telling you and do what you can, do the best you can with it. On the other side, I feel like the people you're dealing with have to have the courage to like really try to make this the best. And I feel like they are. The whole thing about this reading, I feel like you're going into a situation that you want to be a part of. But it seems like the situation is going through some type of metamorphosis, and it's changing how things are done. And I feel like that's why you're there. That's how you got into this situation, because they need fresh ideas or fresh viewpoints. And that's why you were brought in. That's why you were asked to do this. Whether it be a work situation or something totally different, it's your fresh viewpoint that seems to be why you were actually chosen to be a part of it. So that's one of the things you're very valued on. If you realize that's why you're getting into this, why you're being pulled there, why you're being chosen to do this, I feel as long as you see that and realize that these people know that you're just giving ideas, but they have to like make sure that everything else is taken care of, I feel like things are fine. I just feel like as long as you know that going into it, you'll be okay. Anything else? All right. I'm going to wrap that up there. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, go ahead and shoot me an email. jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.